This is a very expensive expansion. It's a big piece of DLC for Horizon Forbidden West called Burning Shores, and that's kind of why I want to discuss it, is that I very much loved the base game of Horizon 2, but I was always kind of curious about what's coming next. It set up a lot of expectation, it built a lot of interesting new lore, and now we kind of understand where Horizon 3 is going to be and why it's going to be better. Let's discuss. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. Now, this is going to be a deep dive on the expansion, but I'm going to try and not spoil this piece of DLC, but we need to lightly discuss the spoilers in Forbidden West, because this does actually play after the ending of the main game. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Be sure to like and subscribe. So the ending of Forbidden West had us going against ancient humans, people that had survived the apocalypse hundreds of years ago by going into space and building basically immortality suits. Well, at the end of the game, we kicked all their asses. We figured out that, hey, it turns out they are actually very susceptible to being shot in the freaking eyes. Well, it turns out one of those guys survived, and it's this dude that we're trying to track down named Walter Landra. Now, basically, this game takes place in LA, a completely new area with lots of cool landmarks like the Hollywood sign and the famous Los Angeles Observatory, but of course, completely overgrown and incredibly chaotic. Now, graphically, I can't help but just say this definitely looks more next gen than Forbidden West did. Horizon Forbidden West, of course, was on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Burning Shores is only on the PlayStation 5. This is a DLC exclusive to the next gen console, and you can definitely tell the textures are ridiculous. The facial animations are frankly perfect. But more than that, the frame rate is rock solid. This thing is 60 frames a second at all times, and it never dips for a millisecond. You know, in this time where we're starting to see more 30 frames a second games pop up, it's nice to see a game that can actually look decent. But the real question here is what's different and what's better about this? Honestly, I love the new companion we get in the Burning Shores. As soon as we land, we encounter this young lady named Seika. She's brilliant. She is actually some of the best writing as a character we've ever seen in Horizon. I've always loved Aloy a lot, but this new companion, this partner that teams up for the entire bit of DLC, she is great. She goes with us. She actually will double team in fights. There's puzzles where you solve half of it and she solves half of it, and it feels so great. There have been a lot of rumblings and rumors that apparently Horizon 3 may be fully co-op. If that's true and Seika is the one that joins us, I'm going to buy it. I literally love Seika that much. She is a new character that instantly feels established, well acted, well presented. She fits with Aloy's vibe so freaking perfectly. But the best part of this is honestly, I like exploring this new area. I like seeing the new side quests, like helping out this new tribe, establish their hierarchy, building up their base, trying to get the new sets of armor that they have invented. And they've added in new weapons, new monsters, and new skill tree talent points. Now, I don't want to spoil stuff too much, so we're mostly going to focus on the weapons and this big new crazy creatures that pop up. One of them's like a big poison frog. This thing, it hops, it sprays, it sucks in the best way. Now, the other main creature you encounter a lot is a new rideable mount called the Water Wing. This can fly or dive under the ocean. Now, this is a very aquatic part of the map. In fact, as you're going through this DLC, parts of it start off locked up. There's like these defensive towers that'll shoot anybody down, but as it progresses, you fully unlock the map and the ability to just water wing everywhere. It's cool to be able to fly and dive and swim while mounted. It definitely changes the dynamic, but I'm actually more happy about the completely new weapon that's called the Spectre Gauntlet. At a certain point, you pretty much steal a 3D printer machine gun, which has a ton of ammo, and it actually has an auto homing missile system. Whenever you do it, you do the typical thing where you like hold L2 to aim and R2 to shoot, but if you press R1, you shoot a little lock-on dart. So you can actually like scan an enemy, see what its weak point is, lock onto it, and then shoot every bullet directly into its weak point. Now, to make this balanced, it saps your exhaustion as well as your ammunition, so you can't just instantly kill every single boss with it. But it feels different. It feels more advanced than some of the previous tech we were using. And against the stronger foes that are showing up, I definitely think it is well used. Now, to accompany these new weapons and talent points, we also have a lot of new style of locations. Of course, you're still going to see a lot of like blown out buildings and crazy wreckage and stuff like that. But I actually really appreciate a lot of these LA landmarks. Specifically, my favorite one, there's like a holographic version of Jurassic Park. You go to it, it's called Dino Digital, and people would go to this fake Jurassic Park and battle against big holograms for a fee. And you get to sneak through it with all of the dinosaurs pretty much just sitting there looking cool, but you end up hunting a bunch of like evil tribesmen while trying to creep around these 50-foot tall fake T-Rexes and stuff. It feels different. It feels new, and definitely it looks brilliant. I like the set pieces in this so much. Creeping around in volcanoes, trying to avoid huge giant monsters that are trying to just bash you into the stratosphere. Burning West feels like Horizon Forbidden West 3. Now, what I mean by that is that this does feel like the lessons they learned making the main game feel applied here. I cannot wait to see whatever the heck the next game is, especially when it comes to the acting and writing. Aloy does fantastic. Seika, I mean, seriously, my favorite character maybe in Horizon right now is Seika. I want to see more of her. And we also got a chance to see the late, great Lance Reddick. Rest in peace. I actually love Lance Reddick a lot, and unfortunately he randomly passed away. He is here as Silence, and it sort of sets him up as a main character in Horizon 3, so I'm not really sure how they can possibly replace him. Lance Reddick is a truly once-in-a-generation actor. He clearly cares about this universe and the material, so not having him does kind of feel like a big blow, but I guess we'll see how they deal with that. Now, I have to say, overall, I really enjoyed this DLC. I do wish it was a bit longer. It took me about 4 hours to finish the main story itself. I did do some side quests and unlockables and finish off the map and stuff, and it does feel good, but that $20 price tag does still feel pretty steep. I kind of wish it was like $15 or something. I mean, I did pay $70 for the main game, $20 for this, so is this $90 of fun? I mean, yeah, it's still $90 of fun, but you know, I'm a cheap ass. I want the best deal on the best games. Graphically, talent tree wise, everything across the board is a straight up improvement from standard Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, this is Forbidden West 2.5. I really can't even think of any other critiques. They've improved everything I wanted them to improve. They gave us new costumes, they gave us new currencies, they gave us new crafting, they gave us new stuff to do, they gave us new enemies. It's just more. If you liked Horizon Forbidden West, you kind of have to buy this. I mean, it just feels like that next good continuation, and really it's something that will push the boundaries of your PlayStation 5s graphically. But that's just my thoughts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. And this video is dedicated to Lance Reddick. Seriously, they saw that on his Steam account the last day before he unfortunately passed away, he was just sitting on his couch playing Destiny 2. The man was a real gamer. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.